Hallo liebe Leute von Namensschild, von bis von Osten bis Westen. Hier bin ich wieder, euer lieber, guter, alter LeKris. Herzlich willkommen auf meinem Kanal und einem ganz kleinen Augenblick. Herzlich willkommen an diesem wunderschönen Mittwoch, Mitte der Woche. Wir gehen mit großen Schritten auf Weihnachten zu. Es ist der 22.12. Und ich möchte euch heute begrüßen zu einem neuen Dating-Sim-Game aus der Reihe Weirde Dating-Sim-Games. Und zwar gibt es da das wunderschöne Spiel I Love You, Colonel Sanders mit dem wunderschönen Untertitel A Finger Lickin' Good Dating Simulator. Wer das schon mal irgendwo gehört hat, kann sich denken, Moment mal, den Colonel Sanders, den kenne ich doch irgendwo her. Und auch der Spruch Finger licken Gürt, das kommt doch irgendwo her. Ja, genau. Das kommt von KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Und genau dieser Laden hat eine Dating-Sim rausgebracht. Sie ist nicht wirklich groß, ich glaube um die 300 bis 400 Megabyte. Und sie ist in englischer Sprache. Das ist halt das Einzige, womit wir uns heute ein bisschen zurecht dealen müssen. Aber ich denke mal, damit kommen wir einigermaßen klar. Es soll weird sein, es soll um Chicken gehen, dass man sich wohl auch denken kann. Wie weird es wirklich ist, weiß ich nicht. Vielleicht ist es auch relativ einfach und wir haben es in einer Stunde durch, keine Ahnung. Aber ich dachte, wir gucken uns das einfach mal an, bevor ich vor Weihnachten nochmal irgendwie irgendein anderes Game hier am Start habe. Oder eben mit der Reihe weitermache, mit der ich sonst so durch die Gegend spiele. Und da wir jetzt uns die ganze Zeit schon mit Dating-Sims auseinandergesetzt haben, dachte ich, wir gucken uns dies einmal an. Im Steam Store kann man das sogar kostenlos herunterladen. Was bedeutet, dass es nichts kostet. Logischerweise. Ihr könnt also kostenfrei runterladen und nachspielen, wenn ihr wollt. Oder eben einfach hier zuschauen, was wir hier tun. Oder eben, wenn die Verzögerung nicht allzu groß ist, Einfluss auf meine Entscheidungen nehmen. Das kommt ganz drauf an, wie ihr wollt. Ich selbst habe es noch nicht gespielt. Ich weiß gar nicht, wie es funktioniert, ob es funktioniert. Die Tatsache, dass es nicht so wunderbar groß ist, lässt mich immer so ein bisschen zweifeln. Aber wir gucken mal. Die Grafik sieht sehr interessant aus. Ich habe 2, 3 Screens gesehen, als ich es heruntergeladen habe. Wir gucken einfach mal. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was uns erwartet. Und ja, ich würde sagen, ich wünsche euch jetzt viel Spaß und viel Vergnügen bei I Love You, Colonel Sanders. A Finger Lickin' Good Dating Simulator. Ja, warum auch nicht? Ja, genau. Ja, genau. Ja, come on. Noch mehr. Was für geile Animation. Ja, genau, ist klar. Okay, ich hoffe, das war nicht das Beste, was das Spiel zu bieten hat. Das war ja der Hammer. Fullscreen, Prioritized Quality ist vollkommen okay. Wir lassen es einfach mal so komplett durch und gucken mal, was passiert. Die Sprache können wir, wie gesagt, nicht einstellen. Wir gucken einfach mal. Es erinnert mich jetzt schon so ein bisschen an den Anime Food Wars, den ich selber noch nicht gesehen habe, aber ich weiß, dass es da sehr krass ums Kochen geht. Wir gucken einfach mal. New Game. Before we get started, tell us your name. Welcome, Chef. Wie heißen wir denn? Wir sind wahrscheinlich... Ah nein, wir haben einen chinesischen Namen. Wir sind Wing Chicken. Vorname Wing, Nachname Chicken. Ganz klar, wer kennt es nicht? Mhm. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Was für ein wunderschönes Apartment wir doch haben. Ein paar Herzen am Fenster, ein krasses Hähnchen an der Wand, Schuhe, ganz normales Bett, ein PC, ein paar Bildchen. Ich befürchte, nein, wir gucken mal. Wer von diesen Personen wir sind. Vielleicht ist es auch eine Boyband, die wir mögen, keine Ahnung. Wir gucken mal. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up. Now. 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 Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack that clock up, Adam. Throw the clock out of the window and stay in bed forever. Nur weil's geht. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Erstes Game Over direkt erreicht. Wetten? Game Over. Already? You might not be cut out for this. Ah, come on! Let's try. Oh, I give up. Ja, lustig. Es fängt komplett von vorne an. Noch nicht mal im Startmenü. Okay, new game. Bescheuert. Okay, das hatten wir gerade schon. Das ist unser wunderschöner Hähnchenwecker. Smack that clock. Up and Adam. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You allow yourself to daydream a bit and think about the future. Ich glaube, das geht auch wieder Richtung Game Over. You'll need to take this seriously. I better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth? Brushed. Hair? Combed. Pits? Deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academie for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. Ooh, she's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Ja, hat nicht jeder so eine Freundin? Was ist eigentlich das Ding hier oben? Ah, das ist das Menü, alles klar. Good morning, winged chicken! Are you excited for the first day of the rest of your lives? Actually, Because I sure am! Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What's the... It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on the mannequin. What? Okay. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Change the subject to school gossip. Das ist, glaube ich, ablenken ist immer eine gute Idee. It's hard to see Miriam like this and, frankly, quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subject to something more interesting. All summer you've been hearing rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who was enrolled at this school. Yeah, that's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, what about this mystery student we read about on the school message board? Any new deeds? Ooh, get this. I heard his name is Harland and he's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. He's had them ever since he was born. From an egg. Ein Hühnchen, na klar. An egg? Like a chicken? Don't be ridiculous. But that thing about having powers, it would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. Like, I heard he once fought a bear with just his smile. You both sigh thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare reply to him. Dreamy. Before you can get another word out, you are rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Aeshleigh, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Das sind die Schlimmsten. Die wissen, dass sie alles bekommen, wenn sie wollen. Ganz, ganz fürchterlich. Arch Enemy übrigens. Also Arch Rival. Naja. Hello, Aeshleigh. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave winged chicken shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. Ugh. You can't stand Aeshleigh. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Aeshleigh, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Ja, das ist ganz klar, ganz klar. Wer tut das nicht? If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults to get us. Across the quad you see Aeshleigh's best friend, Van the Man. Scheiße. Has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his gluts while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking gluts. Van? You rang, Alter. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Aeshleigh and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. Alter, die Haare. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Nein? Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. Ja, wie ich mir die Haare zu machen habe vielleicht. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Shh. See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oops, Oopsie! I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. Oh, I love you. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Yeah. Hi, Pop. I'm winged chicken, so are you going to make me hold this door all day? Oh, no! And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of class. Adorable. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Oh mein Gott, der Chef ist ein Hund. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. Es wird einfach nicht besser. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Good point. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. Passiert mir auch jeden Tag in der Schule, immer wieder. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. Ja, komm. Was ist denn hier los? You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! It's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles, sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweetie Sweets-a-lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pins melt into a puddle and evaporates entirely. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? Ja, ich kann halt nichts anderes machen, als diesen Moment... Ja, egal. It's a good thing you didn't forget about deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you, students, that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across the town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Ja, genau. Zzz, whip. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal! Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. Ebenso schöne Feiertage. Danke, danke, danke. Und gesund bleiben vor allem. Ganz, ganz wichtig diese Tage. Ganz, ganz wichtig. Schön, dass du mal kurz vorbeischaust. Finde ich gut. Dankeschön. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Was gibt man einem Hund, der sprechen kann, der eigentlich dein Lehrer ist, als, ja, es wird, a chicken snack, a rubber ball, a beef treat. Also er hat mir eben gerade gesagt, dass ich Multivitamine brauche, weil mein Essen, meine Ernährung so doof ist. Eigentlich müsste man ihm einen Rubberball geben, aber das würde eigentlich seine, wie heißt das? Seine Autorität untergraben. Das geht ja nicht. Aber alles andere ist halt wie für einen Hund. Ja komm, Chicken Snack, wir sind ja bei KFC. Was soll das? You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Na Mensch, welche Überraschung. Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for a new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Lecker. Ja, was heißt spannend? Ich spiele ja schon seit ein paar Tagen seltsame Dating-Sims. Und ich dachte mir so, um Weihnachten rum ist das, glaube ich, ganz cool. Außerdem muss ich da noch... Ich muss ja noch das eine Spiel zu Ende spielen, weil ich das ja versprochen hatte. Von daher... Und jetzt noch kurz vor Weihnachten was Neues anfangen. Wollte ich nicht. Deswegen dachte ich, wir gucken mal bei belanglosen Spielen rein oder so. Und seltsame Spiele ist eh so ein Ding von mir, von daher. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Ja, gut gelernt. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, wing chicken, there's still a seat here! It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. Gehen wir nun zu unserer besten Freundin oder gehen wir zu Colonel Sanders? Eigentlich Best Friend, aber eigentlich auch Colonel Sanders. Schwierig. Machen wir das Offensichtlichste? Ja, komm, was soll's. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Vielleicht wird da noch was draus. Man weiß es nicht. Colonel Sanders? He has such magnetic personality, and there is a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. Wow, als ob sie denn nicht sauer gewesen wäre. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. Ja, okay, 3 Tage sind wie ein ganz... Ja, ist okay. So you say. But now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. Noch mehr übertreiben kann man einfach nicht. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me. Boah, die Charaktere in diesem Spiel, ne? This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If a train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Was? Ja, das ist, ja. Ja. Meh, depends. Es hängt davon ab. Extremely looking at you, Pop. Natürlich. That's right. Forest is to tree, as chicken is to... Oh, slam dunk! Naja, Night Vision Goggles. Ja, genau. Genau. Der Wald ist zum Baum wie das Hühnchen zum Nachtsichtgerät. Ganz klar. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? Eine unglaublich riesige Gabel. A meat tenderizer, a spork. A spork. That's right. Ist das nicht ein Pfannenwender? Manche Vokabeln fehlen mir einfach in der Küche. What food is best for a broken heart? Ice. Anything as long as it prepared with love and not too much salt. Oh, das ist schön. Was? Kamelfleisch? A pancake that looks like a silly face finde ich gut. Was, eigentlich müsste es das erste sein. Ha, richtig. Ich frage mich, ob die anderen Sachen auch richtig gewesen wären. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He's the best boy. Natürlich! Was ist das für doofe Fragen? Perfect score! 5 out of 5! Yay! Wow! Be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Sapiosexualität ist auch anziehend, ne, Colonel? Wissen macht sexy. Wissen wir alle. Hot diggity, wing chicken. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Okay, scheinbar ist das wirklich so. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Schon wieder? Time for lunch! Ja, sehr wichtig. Wenn nicht sogar das wichtigste Announcement heute. Wow! The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. Echt jetzt? Dann sind wir vorher in keinem vernünftigen Restaurant gewesen, wenn das ein nices Restaurant sein soll. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be a series about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Wow, Alter. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Als ob, Alter. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelopes you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Wer sich jetzt keinen Eimer bei KFC bestellt, der hat keine Ahnung. Das triggert ja gar nicht. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking, start eating. For years I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. Ja, genau, gleich erstmal so zack, direkt in den Eimer. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. 11 spices, recipe, But that's all I say about that. What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw! Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him! He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what singer Aeshleigh has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he's destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well then, the man. If you don't want any, I'll take this. Whoa, hold on, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Ja, genau. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alter, als ob! Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Als ob einfach! Als ob! Was ist denn mit diesem Spiel? Ist ja gar nicht übertrieben. Was machen wir denn? Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Coole Idee. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim toward the light. Genau, so und tschüss, wir sind tot. Ich glaube, das ist ganz geil. Wir versuchen jetzt einfach jedes Flavor, das da drin ist, irgendwie rauszuschmecken. Wir sind ja Profis, also noch nicht, aber wir wollen es werden. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe. Pepper? Too obvious? Oregano? Basil? Maybe, but there is something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still, until you find it. Could it be? Ja, genau das ist es. Genau das. He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. Natürlich. Was auch sonst. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Ja, danke, dass ich auswählen darf, was ich machen möchte. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef? What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? Aww. You've got moxie. I give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone. And then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, so now you are 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe, but you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you noticed that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nag him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Nein. Be modest but thoughtful. Nummer 3. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Liebe geht durch den Magen, das wissen wir doch alle. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Wing Chicken. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place! It's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a sec. Oh no! We have to show our stuff? What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you are going to earn with your signature. Adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Surprise! Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2. That is me and you, if that wasn't clear. Wow, das war echt cringe. Wanna be my partner? Sure, winged chicken, I'll prepare a station. Without as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Aww. Hello, new partner. Beep boop. Bzz, 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 bzz. Oh my! 2 potential partners? Oh, I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriams partner? Tja, also, nimmt man da jetzt einen Roboter, der seit Jahren an der Schule ist, oder entscheidet man sich für Bob, der sein Schild falsch rumliest? Ich finde beides irgendwie witzig. Wir nehmen Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. Ja, genau, er hat schon gegessen. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Toll, ganz toll. Werp, werp, werp. Hold on there! We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Zzzt. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clank judders and the panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you 2 will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you 2. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Ja, was geben wir ihm denn? A steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow them this one. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Octopus. I was thinking about trying something exotic. Maybe a dish that incorporates octopus in some way. I'm more of a down-home type of chef myself. What about something that, go with me here, walks on land? Actually, there are certain species of octopus that do leave the water. For instance, have you heard of the octopus Aculetus? It leaves the water to hunt for crab. An octopus that walks upright and hunts crabs? Now I've heard everything. The world is a truly marvelous place, isn't it? Octopus? Crab? It sounds like you are describing one of my signature dishes. Are you trying to steal my thunder? Boys, what's with all the hostility? Has the competition been moved up to date? How dare you try and muscle on my culinary territory? Nobody better touch a cephalopod without going through me first. I think there's been a misunderstanding. Nobody muscling in on any mollusks. We were simply discussing today's assignment. Ebenfalls, tschüss, danke, dass du da warst. You could cut the tension in here with a chef's knife, which makes sense because chef's knives are usually pretty sharp. Look, we were just talking. I'll happily step back from any and all seafood. You know what? I'm just gonna make mashed potatoes and gravy. I know my grandmother's recipe by heart. Keep the tentacles. You begin to peel and boil potatoes and try to extricate yourself from this thorny situation. But your new rivals aren't having it. I doubt that you even have the capabilities to work with ingredients so delicate. You should probably stick to microwavable dishes. Unlike my friend Van, though he may be the man, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worth admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together. Like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear. She is coming for Colonel. If you don't watch out. And if winged chicken and when are both so inclined to the sea, perhaps they should go there together. Aeshleigh, are you suggesting I share the secrets of my special saltwater sauce with this novice? I'm disappointed in all of you. Aeshleigh is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you are on the same page. I choose Colonel Sanders and Colonel Sanders choose me, isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on winged chicken as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has winged chicken's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders is you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. Oh. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Aeshleigh with a sinister look. Now you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Aeshleigh's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, wing chicken. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Ah, pathetic! In just a few minutes I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Alter, klar, natürlich. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned into the process. The result could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I've left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! It killed him? Everyone step back, don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. you notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up into Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie! Tastes like poison! The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. Klar. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they are not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you are developing feelings for him. What? Colonel Sanders? Yes, wing chicken. There is something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There is something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream, day and night. Never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no! You! Ah, shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him! We're talking about me! Me! I am the hero! The sport monster is here to fight a hero! What? Aus nichts einfach! I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I am a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, It's a turn-based fight sequence. Klar! What will you do? Ja, natürlich. Final Fantasy lässt grüßen, weißt du? Angriff. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Ich koche mit Liebe. Nimm dies, Monster. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upsets Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Defend? You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure, you do you. Spork Monster focuses their meshed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. Ja, genau! They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Buff up. You draw energy into your arms. Thinking back on all of the stirring you did in the kitchen as a child, your muscles go super swole and you're ready to take on anything. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utilitencil. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Chowdown. Chowdown does 2 damage. A powerful blow. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain! Your reign of terror stops here! Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1000 chickens. Klar, natürlich. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Oh Gott. Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me! An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy, finish him! No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. You ready your final attack. You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction. 10 damage! Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, winged chicken. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. Klar, was auch sonst. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle bus, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you to get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. Ah, what a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Ja, tatsächlich. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used. And then there was the secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there is something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of story about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Entschuldigung. Either way, maybe it'd be the best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now. We definitely connect yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So, this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted. I think you are being very liberal with the meaning of spices there. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Ja, erzähl natürlich nix. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch potion, but... What can you do? Eye of Newt! Wow! Her eyes lit up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petal fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He is arriving at school. Diesmal auf dem Pferd. Wer hätte es erwartet? Stand back and admire him his majestic glory. Dann wir rennen zu ihm hin. You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely, he'll sweep you up onto the back of a stallion and you ride away together. That'll show her good. Jawohl! Oh, Colonel, my Colonel! However, your sudden movement surprise the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. Wow! The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Oh, winged chicken, I am here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end. So you know it's serious. I have been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is... But before you can continue, you suddenly awake. Wir werden seinen Namen nie erfahren. Niemals. Ah, jeez. You awake to find Colonel Sanders standing to you. He roused you back to life, with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Lean for a kiss, so direkt. Ja komm, machen wir, weil's spaßig ist. Whoa. You've known him for a day, are you really sure? I guess you must be. You put your arms around Colonel Sanders' neck and pull him in for a kiss. Huch. But he turns his face and you awkwardly kiss his ear. You can feel him shudder. Too soon. You clearly mistook his compassion for love. Natürlich! Your soul crawls inside of itself and you instantly die of embarrassment. Embarrassment, Alter. Direkt Game Over! Nicht wirklich! Das heißt, wir fangen den ganzen Quatsch von vorne an? Och, lol! Ah, nein, okay, Tag 2. Alles klar. Alles gut. Dann können wir doch bestimmt bis zu dem Punkt vorspulen, wo es ist, ne? Ach so, ich kann das... Ah, okay, gedrückt halten, das ist ja praktisch. Fake Ingredient, das hatten wir ja schon. Wir machen das gleiche nochmal, wir rennen zu ihm hin. Das hatten wir auch. Compliment the craftsmanship of his horse's shoes. Maybe he shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. But one thing is for sure. That Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Aeshleigh and Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they are hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van's hulking shoulder. But he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Oh, why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? You sit near the rivals but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he noticed you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it does hurt to use a little... and it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. Ja, wenn meistens das nicht wehtut. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the sport monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Aeshleigh immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall and they are tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Oh man. We are playing, hey, hey. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty food. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts! You watch how you talk to him. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzzz, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Whir, bzzz. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either one of them. Aeshleigh's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He is panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around the town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on... Oh god. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy! Down! Auf! Oh Gott, was ist das für Vokabeln? That command, shouted by Colonel Sanders, has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, winged chicken. Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? a glass of water, a shimmering pepper, a dog biscuit, a shimmering pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. Ooh. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. Wie oft kann man eigentlich noch outgazen? My friend. Oh. This guy. Again? I'm here to give you an important message. Oh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I work through. To fulfill the prophecy. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the chart. Quatsch! Is off the charts! Mann! Is everything a competition with you two? Yes! Yes! Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn, to love, to learn to love. Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something? I need to eat if I'm going to have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of being a master chef. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? With an apron, oh man. Besides, I already brought my own lunch. Wing chicken, you should have it. It will give you the energy you need to succeed. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup, with chocolate milk to wash it down, and a target for dessert. Warum ist das gesamte Essen so klein? It only takes you about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle! Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer! Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready!" That's what I'm talking about. Arrrr! I stand corrected. If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you get. My bestie can best the best of them. Best believe it. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? That's right, but you have even got into the school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that and tissing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say use? Eigentlich doch 8. I've seen schnauzers with better sense than that. And the miniature kind, no less. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Trust? Das ist falsch? It's begging. It's begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Wow. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Aeshleigh is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy, so where does it come from? Nein! This is a horrible time to start forgetting important things. Can you possibly recover from so many wrong answers? Nope. Try again. Hilfe! Das ist ja voll übel. Mm. 100 Grad. Und waren es 10. Was? Es waren 11? Vigilance? Alter, wirklich? Aha. That's right. This is your shot and you're not going to miss it. Ich hab's eben einfach nur verpasst, das erste. Wenigstens das wusste ich. Arrrr. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What's the sound of success? Sizzling? Was falsch? Don't make me get the spray bottle. Is this the end? Yes. Try again, Alter. So. Elf. So, okay. Tail wagging intensifies. Gratitude? Okay. In a small town, gratitude, okay. This is your shot and you're not going to miss it, okay. What's the sign of success? Bubbling! That's falsch? Don't make me get the spray bottle. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, winged chicken! He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. Ja, toll! How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill was? What were you thinking? Get your mind back to the competition. You are stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Should you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the questions. Oh god, what does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof! You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Aeshleigh has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Ew, yikes! Zzz. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Word. You might not have any hands, but winged chicken does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Alter! Winged chicken, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Aua, Alter! Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop! What you doing right now? The battle is over! It can't be! I was so close to finish my dish! Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of winged chicken's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you find a wide area of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask winged chicken to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the screamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me a strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on the top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Ja, genau! Inside you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Aeshleigh? Oh, you! As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Aeshleigh leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later, sag ich auch immer. Wow. Wie oft kann man denn hart failen? Das ist ja unfassbar. Ja, genau. Okay, warte mal. Step up and tell them you are on. A bit of lunchtime competition, huh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I am not the fool, you're the fool! Fool! Good one, Wen. I like your gumption, wing chicken. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Das hatten wir ja schon. Surely he put a stop to this madness. Ja. Das kennen wir schon. Grad. Wie viel Spices? 11. Gratitude. Small town. Silence. Aha. When they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, winged chicken. He's actually cheering you on, okay. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Die Antworten sind auch herrlich. Das hat mit der Competition nichts zu tun. Das haben wir aber auch. Das heißt, wir kommen gerade nicht drum rum, als zu verlieren. Wir packen unsere Hand trotzdem in den Mixer, egal was wir tun. Das ist ja widerlich. Au. Okay, wir haben jetzt unsere Hand immer noch. Wir können gar nicht anders. Wir müssen unsere Hand zerstören. Es geht offensichtlich nicht anders, weil die Antworten gingen ja in unseren Kopf rein und es war ja alles nicht richtig. Das hat ja alles keinen Sinn ergeben. Das war ja. Das hatten wir schon. Das hatten wir auch schon. Internalize the rage you feel. Wir machen das mit uns jetzt aus, weil das andere war ja falsch. Your rage burns so intensely, boah Mann, within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. What? Wie viel Rage kann man denn haben? Erst zerstören wir eine unserer Hände und jetzt verbrennen wir aufgrund unseres Rages damit unsere eigenen Eyebrows, Mann. Furchtbar. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He is probably here to tell you that he and Aeshleigh are in love and have decided to get married. Ja, genau! Was? Was? Einfach so? Hä? Was ist denn mit diesem Spiel? Sie kocht einmal was und dann so, oh ja, also ich habe mich direkt in sie verliebt und wir werden jetzt heiraten. Wir haben uns die ganze Zeit angeschmiegt, ja, und dann sowas. Was ist denn mit diesem Spiel? And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding, because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Was? 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 You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Also ein was? I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partners to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster, das wir getötet haben. Wir haben es vaporized. Gorko, the Spork Monster, is here to fight a hero. Is anyone else feeling a bit of a deja vu? I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we've already battled you last night. That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gorko, am here to avenge them. Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so no, not really. We are pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask? Colonel Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think you have much chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Wing Chicken is saying is, can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. I suppose we really don't need to fight. It's just that I've got these pointy teeth and claws and All the better for enjoying tasty foods. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? Of course I do. Inspiration strikes and you come up with a quick idea. Jump on this. You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours he devours it in one gulp. Delicious. You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no. I was a chihuahua, but But I was still a student at the school, until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. Gorko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such a dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Wing chicken, together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Was ist denn hier los? Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagine. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. Und was das werden sollte und was das werden wird, werden wir vielleicht erfahren oder eben auch nicht. Die Zeit für heute ist rum. Ich bedanke mich ganz herzlich fürs Zusehen. Ich bedanke mich bei allen, die dabei gewesen sind, bei allen, die im Chat aktiv gewesen sind, bei allen, die im Lurk gewesen sind. Vielen, vielen Dank dafür, dass ihr eure Zeit an mich kostbar vergeben habt quasi. Falls wir uns bis dato nicht mehr sehen sollten, wünsche ich euch ein frohes Fest, schöne Feiertage, vielleicht sogar einen guten Rutsch, kommt gut ins neue Jahr, aber vor allem bleibt gesund. Ob es weitere Streams geben wird zwischen den Feiertagen, zu den Feiertagen, das weiß ich nicht, das ist eher spontan. Aber wir sehen uns auf jeden Fall im neuen Jahr wieder. Ich wünsche euch nun noch einen wunderschönen Restabend, eine wunderschöne Nacht, bleibt gesund, bleibt mir noch zu sagen. Ich bin LeKris. Das war I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating sim. Ich verabschiede mich und sage bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.